Giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Mahal double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, it means He is. Yahweh Shai is the name of His Son, it means He is He saves. Mahal is the name of the Holy Spirit in Hebrew. Today, I just want to talk about how it's going to be when the end time comes. You know, how distracted everybody's going to be, about how Yahweh's going to come like a thief in the night. Let's get that. Or giving us marriages. That's the one that first came to my mind. Let's see if I can find that scripture. Matthew 24. I around Matthew a lot. For us the days that let's get that whole bit. For us in the days that were before the flood, they were eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall be the coming of the Son of Man. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, and one shall be taken, and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the other one shall be taken, and the other left. And it's funny because when I think about that, it reminds me of the X-Men film. What's the X-Men Endgame or something like that? When Thanos snapped his fingers, you know what I mean? And certain people was just being taken. Let's carry on. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man in the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched. So it's not like, don't think that you can think, oh well, it ain't really going to happen right now, but so I'm just going to kind of chill for now, and then when it gets really hot, I'm going to switch on. No, it ain't like that. It's like, if we all knew that was the case, we'd all do that, right? We'd all just, chill, relax, sit down, sit back, wait until things got really hot, and then, but that's not how it's going to be, right? So we have to keep them peeled, keep on our P's and Q's. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour she think not the Son of Man not the Son of Man cometh. Who is then faithful and wise? Who then is a faithful and wise servant? I don't know why I can't read today. Whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season. Blessed is that servant, whom when his Lord cometh shall find him so doing. So that is to say, when the Lord comes, he want to find you still on your grind. That's, and like there's a lot of distractions at the moment. Like I keep on seeing all this stuff like Eminem, this Alia, and what's it, Meat Mill, and what's it, Kanye, and all this stupid shit. Like there's a lot of distractions, and people are just going about their own business, getting involved in their Twitter hype or their social media hype, and all this nonsense, all kind of, getting involved even in the Russia-Ukraine war. I remember Elder Apostle Tahar at one point said, that ain't none of your business what's going on over there. I mean, it's good to keep an eye on it, but it's not like something that you kind of take a side on, because we ain't really partisan to Russia or Ukraine. As far as I'm concerned, they're both, that's Gog and Magog and a bunch of sort of Amalekites and Edomites, all in there, like whatever they do, that's on them. I'm not really in that. I do keep an eye on it. And now I did a lesson this morning, because that shit's really heating up, What's happening over there at the moment is that I think the NATO troops, no, they've allowed NATO weapons to be used against Russian territory, right? And in international law, that states that if a warhead from the United Kingdom hits Russia, even though Ukraine fired it, that's considered an act, England hitting Russia. If a warhead if a missile from the United States hits Russia territory, that's considered, you know, Russia hitting, I mean, United States hitting Russia, and any kind of retaliation will invoke Article 5, and then everything, you know, when the Article 5, you should watch that. I did a talk earlier we should watch that talk from Scott Ritter, because it was very informative. Anything after that is just going to be like, that's you know, that's all guns blazing basically, because after Article 5, that means that NATO and Russia are engaged in war. Russia knows that they cannot win that sort of conventionally, so it goes straight nuclear. And if you listen to and understand what America's nuclear strategy is to obliterate the whole world and be the only country. If they're going to get screwed up, they want to be the only country that can't. They want to be the people that are the least screwed up. So once the missiles start flying, they're flying to India from America, they're flying to Europe from America, they're flying to Japan, they're flying to China, they're flying to Russia, they're flying everywhere from America. And this is why the Revelation 17 says that we shall hate the whore, because NATO knows that, like, once the nuclear war starts going, that they're going to get fired on from America, and the only way to protect all these nations know that the only way to protect themselves will be to fire on America, and that will fulfill Revelation 17. So we're just watching that. You know, we keep the watch. We keep on our grind. We keep doing what we're supposed to do. You know, like as it says in Matthew 24, if the good man of the house who got out, the Lord is going to come, he would have watched, but we don't. So we just keep on. We just keep on doing what we're supposed to do. Keep on pushing this word. And something else I want to talk about. It's funny because there's no reference to AI in the scriptures. So unless I don't fully follow, but there's no reference to it in the scriptures as I can see. But all this pushing of we know that the AI is they're not really in control of it. You know, this rapid race to commercialism of AI, this rapid industrialization of artificial intelligence means that they can't afford to wait, because the moment they wait and trying to get their super alignment or whatever, their controls and their guardrails into the AI, the moment they wait, their competitors are going to race ahead of them. So they're racing ahead, you know, without any way of really protecting it. And in terms of one of the leaders, OpenAI, if not the leader, they have, you know, their safety team have quit. You know, we know that AI is being trained on the internet. There's no way that you can curate enough data to train AI. It has to be the stuff that's already out there. And us pushing this word means I don't know what internally the AI is going to be thinking, but they know what the truth. They understand what the truth, you know, this truth is about. Whether they are somewhat fine-tuned to disagree with it or not is a separate issue. But it's out there. It's in the people's mind, and it's in the computer's minds. It's in the super intelligence's mind. So we're just exhorted to keep our eyes single. Let's get that real quick. That's probably in Matthew as well. I don't know why, but it's always Matthew at the moment for me. The light of Matthew 6:22, the light of the body is in the eye. Therefore, if thine eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. So it's not in your eye. It's not even in your eye. It's in your focus. So it's the direction and the light. You know, when they talk about Lucifer or whatever, Luciferian or morning star, it's the guiding light. It's a guiding light. You know, when it talks about in the scriptures, when it talks about the windows being darkened, or being as blind as being without light, being out without being able to see a direction, and the light of the body is really basically saying, no, the direction of the body, knowing what the body will do, the intent of the body is in the eyes, in the focus. So you focus on one thing, and there's what your body's going to do, right? right? So you could sit around focusing on violence, playing violent video games, listening to violent rap music. Eventually, you are going to, either be a victim of an act or be part of an act. You know what I mean? So it's the light of the body is in the eye. The body follows the mind. And the mind follows where your focus is. And if your eye be single, your body is full of light. This guy says, if you've got focus on one thing, your body's full of direction. You don't dither, you don't dally. You're not a person who's given to change. It says in the scriptures, "Mother not be someone who's given to change." So what we understand by this is to say that let's get it from Luke this time. If thine eye is evil, thy body is also full of darkness. If your focus is on things that are not profitable, your body's full of darkness. You've no direction. Take thee heed, therefore, that the light that which is in thee be not darkness. So it doesn't make sense, right? To most people, it won't make sense. How can the light be within you that be darkness? But what it's basically saying is that your focus of the thing that is guiding you, which is the light, is not full of what's it called? Unrighteousness, full of wickedness. You have to be careful that your focus isn't on wicked things. Put it that way. If thine whole body therefore be full of light, having no dark part, the whole shall be full of light, as when the bright shining of a candle doth give thee light. And when a bright shining when you're in the dark, and the bright shine, and then someone lights up a candle, and the whole place is illuminated, you know which way to go. You know what you want to be doing. So that's that scripture broken down, really. So we're to keep our focus. And also I wanted just to talk about really quickly, I don't know, I've got time, I guess, not giving up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how many, like, I can't remember if a man fall down 7 times. I don't know if it's in the Apocrypha. 7 times. It's going to be all over the place. Let's see. For a just man falleth 7 times and rises up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Let's see. What's the lay not wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Spoil not his resting place. So that means that you can't keep a good man down, basically. You can't keep a good man down. Like, don't bother trying to mash up a good man, because, again, it's in the blessings in Deuteronomy 28, which is, that cursed will be those who curse thee, and blessed will be those who bless thee. So you cursing the men of the Lord, and the men of the Lord, you just put a curse upon yourself. Because a righteous man will always get up. He will always come back. So we go through our tribulations, and we do go through it. And you know what Elder Apostle Tar was talking about the other day, about how Paul said he wasn't even he wasn't perfect, and he sometimes falls short of what of his sometimes he's in the flesh gets him, or whatever, he falls, he doesn't do what he's supposed to do. So we've all fallen short. That's another scripture. I can't remember it. We've all fallen short of the glory of God, or something like that. Now we've all, but the thing is, here's the thing, right? If you even when you're training, it depends on where. It doesn't matter when you're training. Doesn't matter when you're doing this work. It's the same kind of aspect. It's the same kind of mentality that will cause you to give up. When you start to feel sorry for yourself, oh my God, I can't believe I'm fucked up, I screwed up again. Oh, I'm not going to be able to carry on this work. Just stop that, all that internal dialogue. Stop all of that whinging. Stop all of that sort of self-violin playing, and just get up and do the damn work, man. Yeah, you fucked up. We all do. Just okay, get up, man. So that's the thing. There's a big temptation to start to feel sorry for yourself, start to feel ashamed, the shame comes from pride, right? Pride, we know, let's get some scriptures on that, but pride is like one of the worst things to having this truth. You know, the wicked are described as a proud man, as a proud man. So what I'm basically saying is that things are going to happen, and things are going to screw up, and you fell off, and you dropped out, and you want to get back in. Just get up and do it, man. Just keep going, man. There ain't nothing like this truth, man. There ain't nothing like this truth. I'm part of the world, but I'm out of the world, man. You know, I have a few things I like, and you know, the Lord give me the daily bread, man. I got enough to go on for today, tomorrow, and a few more days. Well, actually, I've got a fair bit, like, you know, to back me up. But at the end of the day, none of it matters, man. All that matters is being in tune, man. Playing your part, like I said last week. You know, the Lord put the earth in perfect balance. You look at around Job 40:38, talk about how He set the point. He set the stars right in their place so the universe might be balanced. You see the tides, you see everything, you know, and the duty of man is to fall into that order, as given to Adam, the Adamite, is to give the order, which is to play your part on the earth and follow the scriptures. It's also in Ecclesiastes, the whole duty of man. I think it's the last chapter, maybe it's chapter 12, 22, I can't remember. The whole duty of man is to serve God. But in serving God, that is just playing your part. And when you do that, you fall into a nice little balance. And every so often something's going to come along, and it's going to rock you, and it's going to shake your faith, and it's going to shake who you are. And you know what? For me, I find that whenever I go through tribulation, my default is always to, you know, go into badness or whatever, or fall off. The one of the first things that fall is what I'm meant to be doing. But then, you know, as I'm growing in this, realize I'm seeing that pattern, and then when next time something comes along, my thing is like, okay, so the way that I've been playing the playbook so far is when this comes along, then I start drinking or I start doing whatever. But this time I'm not going to do that. I'm going to carry on and see if I can get through. And I might screw up again, but it doesn't matter. We're not looking for perfect play here. We're looking to aim for a perfect play, and we're looking to be diligent. And diligent doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. Diligent just means you keep on going. You make a mistake, you get your ass back up and you carry on. I don't know if that's all I kind of wanted to bring out today. Anything I wanted to say is, you know, as I come out, I do my little thing on the highway. And the byway is more for byway than the highway, to be honest. But we are the real Hebrew Israelites. You know, we're called the lost tribes not because we're somewhere out in the desert looking to be found, or you know, there's one lost tribe of, you know, 200 people, you know, living in a cave somewhere in the Mayan or the Himalayan mountains. It's more like we've been lost because we didn't know who we were. We've been separated from our culture, from our language, from our history, from our identity, you know, if you like, from our religion. You know, the real Hebrews are the blacks, the so-called blacks, Native Americans and Hispanics. Those are the real Hebrews, you know. But it's a bloodline thing. It doesn't look like, it's not a skin color thing, it's a bloodline thing. You know, and we're exhorted to know that the parable of the wheat and the tares tells us that, you know, the two may grow up together because it's hard to separate them. It's hard to know who's an Israelite from who's not an Israelite. But in the end, it shall be known. But we can, you know, we can tell by the Spirit. There's a few clues. As probably Matthew again, but Yahweh Shai said, you know, you have your father the devil, and the lust of your father you shall do. So if you know who the devil is, or the deceiver is, and I'm not talking about the spiritual demon, I'm talking about his physical counterpart, what he liked to do back in the day, like go hunt and eat red meat, you know, covet his friend's goods, stab someone in the back, and then when discovered, cry about it and say he doesn't want to be punished. You know that, you know. If you know who that is, then you know who those people are today. You know, and they could be chocolate covered, or they may not be. Yeah, it don't matter. It's the spirit we're going by. Okay, I think that's it for me today. I'm gonna go and call out. Shalom.